Sir, please unmute.
Sanzi. Chief. That's it. Hey guys, under waste management, there are two big topics. One is that eutrophication. Just check, did I give notes on that? Another topic is biomagnification. Done. Eutrophication I have not given. In fact, I could have given the notes of eutrophication first, biomagnification next. And then there are 3 R's. Anybody give me that this. Everyone, those who are opting, not opting, just listen to me very carefully for at least for 5 minutes. In the PTM, I think majority parents who have met me with their children, so you guys were there with them. I made them to understand why this topic is not very difficult for you to study. Anybody at least attempted studying these concepts? That is one. Second, when you're writing it in the board exam, cancellation of marks goes minimum. Did I teach you that Minamata disease? I did. I showed you the video also. So there are some specific 4-5 topics based on which you are going to get short question. One, your science, you should not be an excellent science student, an average student. Example. This topic goes very easy. Is it so? Third, instead of selecting that manufacturing, that is up to you. I'm not saying ki mat karo. Or that minerals wala, hai na? Or conventional wala. This goes very easy. So chances of scoring, you remember 10 out of how much I asked you in the meetings? Minimum 9. So I can ensure अगर आपने अपने side से कुछ गलती नहीं किया while writing this, you will get 10 out of 10. Can I guarantee that? I can't guarantee, it's in your hands. But at least you will not get so many difficult questions. But now when your UT exams are coming with this module, nobody should leave that test. Why? To check whether whatever I'm saying or whether whatever you have studied, are you able to get 10 out of 10? In school, did they start with this topic? Any of the school? I'm pretty sure, I should not blame any of the school, is it? They're going to just run through this topic. Which module or topic is going on in majority of the schools? No idea. Conventional chal raha hai. With the passage of time, now this holidays, this functions and other thing, now what they will do? One fine day they will start up saying ki ek din mein char chapter karega. Am I correct or wrong? So since you are happily joining UT or already joined UT, everything will go step by step. I found that during that PTM, many children did not give that out of 10 or 12, many exams. In fact, मैंने कुछ parents को मैंने date भी डाल के दिया कि इस time पर आप करना है. Anybody started giving test? Yeah, very good. Which one you have given today or next? But other tests, at least keep. Don't keep this test as backlog. Okay, sure. Write one topic which is of very important. Why late? किधर गए? आजा. Put the heading. Explain. Reduce, recycle और reuse के ऊपर notes दिया क्या? नहीं दिए. Right up. Explain. दिया है. And then explain. Just change that. The concept of incineration. Explain the concept of everyone just look at incineration. क्या लेट क्या है? अच्छा, ये वैन वाले को मानना है या तुमको बोलना है? जो लेट आ रहा है वाले जो भी बेंचेस खाली है बैठ जाओ. Now, before I start writing or I start giving notes, anybody have heard this word incineration? Because till now, what we have said, waste is dumped. What is that word we have done? Open dumping or closed dumping? What is that we have explained? Sanitary. पहले तुम लोग अटेंडेंस साइन करो, सेटल करना, आया लिखिए साहब, जल्दी करो, so that I can quickly explain this. And today we got only one lecture, is it? So that's it. So that you guys don't get bored before. Oh, my dear, Carol, take on the books. Now, if you have seen incineration, this is not Indian origin, but normally this Americans normally do, Indians also. They burn what? The waste, at a very high temperature. Can anybody guess what temperature might be? So definitely 100 degrees to run it. Some people say 150, 50. And there are some other chemicals which can be burnt at 215 also. What is that? Degree Celsius. And when I'm burning, what is going to happen? The next, correct? Is it ash becomes very trouble for you and me to decompose? In fact, many of the commodities, when we burn it, if it is bio or non-biodegradable, it becomes first R. What is that first R? Reduce the waste. But is it so easy burning the waste? I don't know. Now this small festival is going to come, Deepavali, and abhi to pura season is start ho jayega. And then we have this one Makar Sankranti in Maharashtra. What of it? Which date we celebrate? You don't know. Jan 14. And in Punjab, what is that same day they celebrate? Lodi. Not Lodi, some Punjabi place. In South, you go to Tamil Nadu, we celebrate Pongal. उसके पहले एक दिन आता Bogi. What is Bogi? Where we threw away all the waste items and we set fire to it. And what is that waste item? मैंने महाराष्ट्र में देखा कुछ South Indians burning the tires. Is the tires a waste item? Highly polluted. And nobody asked you to burn the tire. So here, if I'm burning certain substance, what I'm burning? The waste substance, not usable substance. हम लोग ने बाजू पर से वो पुराना चेयर उठा के लेकर आके डाल दिया और बेचारा 2 दिन चल रहा है, किधर गया? ये तो कल ही गया बोगी. That's not the case. So here you and me are understanding what is incineration? Burning of the waste at a very high centigrade heat so that it becomes harmless ash. If it is harmful, then don't burn it. So let us write what is incineration. I'll go slow, but be quick. Don't allow me to repeat 4 or 5 times. It is the process of burning. It is the process of burning. Till today, she is not having the notebook. For last so many lectures, the same answer. Did you come to our PTM? Did I meet you? Who came? Mother. What was that? We had a. I should have got you that. You told me about your books as well. Tell it. Right up. Process of burning unwanted waste. Process of burning the unwanted waste. Bracket में डालो biodegradable. Which easily converts the waste into carbon dioxide, which easily converts the waste into, can I get that? Carbon dioxide and water vapor. Rian, are you present?
Yes, sir.
But this person's name was also good. Sanzi,
Yes, sir.
what happened here today? You're online?
I have another class at 9 o'clock, so I had to attend online today.
Okay, okay. I'm marking you present here, huh?
Yes.
Okay, dear. Write the notes, what I'm giving. What I said, water vapor and carbon dioxide. Thank you. One more sentence. Use of modern technique. Use of modern technique. Next, second point. Use of modern technique and burning off. Waste substances to cover up. The total quantity of the waste. Done. Total quantity of waste. ब्रैकेट में क्या लिखेगा? Reduction or reduce it. Next and the last sentence. It is the most useful method. It is the most useful method to reduce the organic. What is the word? Hazardous. Anybody? Poisonous. Huh? Organic hazardous. This is the word. Substances to reduce the organic hazardous substances. Underline these three words. Into. Simply add by completely burning it. But I can using controlled method. Change the para. It has certain disadvantages which are it has certain disadvantages which are एक ही line में लिखो, keep putting commas, no need to point twice. Costly method. Keep putting commas. Generates ash and gases. Safe जो नहीं है. Ash and gases. Keep on putting commas. Uses significant amount of energy. Last can also be dangerous. Now tell me which one you feel is something not understood by you or understood by you. Onliners, you have any problem, please ask me. Limitations, incineration. There's a video for incineration. We can read it, sir, given the time for that. India का देख क्या टेंशन है. Poor fellow is burning empty hand. ये सिंगापुर वाला वीडियो देखे? The most cleanest country in the world.
Singapore generated around 16.4 billion pounds of solid waste in 2022. Almost half of that is dumped here,
Waste talking day.
Singapore's only landfill. And a portion of Semakau landfill is already 90% full.
Based on our estimate, the island will be completely filled by 2035.
Singapore, smaller than the size of New York City, is also one of the most dense countries in the world. So it's tackling its trash by turning all of this into this in order to prolong the life of the landfill. The current key to Singapore's trash problem is incineration. While 55% of all waste is recycled, according to the NBA, 42% goes to the waste-to-energy plants, where it's burned, leaving only ash, and 3% of solid waste to go to the landfill. For just one incineration site, trucks collect around 6 million pounds of municipal solid waste a day. After weighing, it gets dropped off here.
Okay, this is our reception hall. We have 1 to 15 numbers here.
According to Singapore's National Environment Agency, 42% of trash collected in 2021 went to waste-to-energy plants like this one. There are 4 active waste-to-energy plants in Singapore. What can be processed in the facility moves onto the waste bunker. At the main control room, operators lift massive amounts of the mixed waste and feed it into these incinerators, which reach temperatures of about 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. All of the heat from the waste incineration creates steam in the boilers, which is then converted into electricity through these steam turbine generators. This can generate and export about 120 megawatts per hour, which can meet the demand of about 240,000 households.
The gross one waste energy plant is one of the highest electricity generation facility.
The resulting flue gas is passed through a catalytic fabric filter to remove particles. According to the EPA, these incinerators tend to generate slightly more greenhouse gas emissions than natural gas for the amount of electricity produced, but less than polar oil.
Then the clean gas go through the ID fan. Our step height is 120 meter. With online analyzer, it is continuously monitored. We maintain the emission limit within the.
Another byproduct of the process is ash. Lots of it. According to the NEA, the amount of ash left is roughly 10% of the original volume of the waste. After scrap metal is removed, the remainder is transported to the next point of the process.
You understood what is
The
the
ashes,
90% is burnt up. How much it is left? 10%. And they are not leaving the steam also. And that 10% will also be converted into manure. You visit this country once.
look at the fast-moving transfer station. On the way here takes about 4 hours.
Semakau is located 5 miles south from Singapore.
Our barge is a huge barge. It's a more than 85-meter long. It has a cargo of about 3,500 meters, which is equivalent to 1.5 swimming pool size.
In one day, about 4 million pounds of ash and non-incinerable waste is transferred here, loaded into dump trucks, and brought to these cells for final disposal. This is considered phase 2 of the landfill, which is still a lagoon, but phase 1.
This is the phase 1 of the landfill cell. About 90% of this landfill cell has already completely been filled. As you can see here, mostly contains the incineration bottom ash and also the non-incinerable waste that we receive from the mainland Singapore.
To ensure the landfill does not contaminate the surrounding environment, there are several measures in place.
Over time, the landfilling and rains will increase the water level inside the phase 2. So if the water level increases, we need to pump some of the water out to the sea. Before the waters are pumped out to the sea, they are being treated by the wastewater treatment plant.
Semakau's perimeter bund is also lined with an impermeable membrane that prevents leachate from getting into the outside sea.
Leachate is like, remember, take it as a coffee powder. When you have a filter, you have a coffee powder, you put water over it, and over time, this water will start leak out. It's a coffee powder you have here. It's actually the incineration water mesh, and the water is what we call leachate.
Senecal Landfill Phase 1 was commissioned in 1999. Its Phase 2 area, commissioned in 2015, is currently about 10% filled.
In the 60s, before they built waste energy plants, the waste actually go to the Lorong Halus and then they dump this, they go there to just throw it there and just bury it. So currently, we don't have such things because all domestic waste goes to our record waste energy commission. So what you receive from the big amount of waste, you use to ash the waste company.
Incineration plants have become more popular in Europe and Asia, especially in areas with limited space. But these plants actually decreased in number in the United States, from 103 in 1999 to just over 70 in 2020. Critics are still concerned about pollutants in the incineration process without proper equipment. Note that it's only a short-term solution. With the landfill projected to be completely filled by 2035, Singapore has only delayed the trash crisis. The country is looking for ways to recycle incinerated bottom ash into other materials, reducing the amount brought to Senecal.
Local universities, it's a possibility to recycle this ash into new materials, they say for those works.
The government also hopes to increase recycling rates to 70% by 2030, which requires consumer education. Currently, about 40% of items placed in recycling bins cannot actually be recycled due to contamination.
As part of this focus, we actually plan to work together with the areas such as the 3 R's, which is to reduce, reuse, as well as recycle.
So right, the last and the most important part, explain the need for waste management. Explain the need for waste management. Right, 2-3 lines, then only it will be points only. It is a very big answer as per your textbook and a volume, but I'm giving very short. Okay, right up. Industrialization. And urbanization. Industrialization and urbanization led to collection and dumping of, led to the collection and dumping of tons and tons of waste. Careful with the word TONNES, huh? Tons and tons of waste. Put a big dash. A major challenge. A major challenge. Is it a major challenge for you dumping the waste? Have you visited at least this small country called Singapore? The good thing about that city, you see the roads, or even the MRT नहीं बोलता है mass rapid. जैसा हमारा अभी 2 दिन पहले कौन सा ट्रेन था, मोनोरेल था ना? Did everyone see how bad was the video? People were stranded inside the monorail. 2 hours, na? Oh my God. You go to this small, tiny, it is smaller than a, they say it is hardly 1 hour, 25 minutes, you can go around the city. But hygiene, neatness, cleanliness, number 1. You know what is the penalty when you are found to be doing this in the $150 straight? Made it to the boy side. And if you are spitting, 50 I heard, and I've seen sometimes $100. If you feel that Indians, especially our Mumbai, doing all this stuff, they should touch his once. Because 2 times they give you, the 3rd time you are reported by the company. और डायरेक्टली आपका आईसी लेगा, फोटो लेगा, मेल भेज देगा कि तेरा कंपनी का बंदा इधर खत्म. बोलते यार ये ऐसे कौन सा कंट्री है यार इतना नीचे. So did you not see that incineration how big it is? That is the only country in the world जहाँ natural resources zero है. होगा कि बस कुछ भी नहीं, इवन पीने का पानी भी वो मलेशिया के साथ एग्रीमेंट किया है. But nobody can defeat them for achieve this thing. Simple. Each and every citizen understand their responsibility. Ah, but you and me also. ठीक है सर, थोड़ा सा कचरा इधर फेंकने में क्या है? देखो मुंबई for last 2 days, you guys got a holiday. 2 days, sir. I think my dear students will be praying for more such days. At least not for our local people. Did you see Mumbai? How dreadfully it was flooded. I think even the airport was like more like a. किसी ने मुझे मराठी बोला सर तालाब बन गया तालाब. तो कौन सा इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट सर तालाब होता. देखो, if it is a warning was given, you really think the state government is serious? अभी मराठी न्यूज चैनल पे मैं देख रहा था उद्धव आणि राज ठाकरे. यार रेनफॉल के बीच में ये दोनों क्या कर रहे हैं? अभी अलायंस बन रहा है कि नहीं बन रहा है? जी सर्विस स्टार्स वही चल रहा है. मतलब इधर पब्लिक मर रहा है, पानी में डूब रहा है, बट इधर अपना पॉलिटिक्स के लिए टाइम कम पड़. And I think one old gentleman who was coming out of that metro, not metro, that mono, he said 2.5 hours he was almost suffocated to death. And glass was also not easy to break. I think हमारा Reliance, not हमारा, I'm far away from Reliance. तो फाइन मारना चाहिए. Monorail is there, maybe only. Have you traveled monorail? वो है चेंबूर एरिया में, वहां से कुछ एक लिंक रोड से ऐसा लगता है कि वो टॉय ट्रेन की तरह एक ही साइड से जाएगा और एक ही साइड से आता है. That is mono, not two-way time. मतलब दोनों साइड से है. Means it's very simple. In India, life of you and me is what? Which value? है क्या? धंधा है. But you go to Dadar railway station anytime. Don't travel by local, at least without your parents. Or it's a real training should be given. How to get inside the train, how to come out of the train. कुछ नहीं सर, आप बस खड़े रहो, पब्लिक खुद ही उठा के लेके अंदर छोड़ देती है. और उतरने का आप सिर्फ डोर के उधर आओ, पब्लिक तुरंत छोड़ दे. But you have to be very safe. Now I'm not traveling too much, but earlier my college days I used to. मुझे याद है दादर में उतरने वाला बंदा जाके चर्च गेट उतरा है. तो तब से बोले सर उतरने का सर. And I remember my Singapore cousins who want to give me a threat of expense. मैंने उनको 1-2 बार लोकल ट्रेन में लेके गया. बोले इसमें जाने का क्या? अरे चलना इसी में जाता है. बट कैसे चलने का? तू साइड में हो जा. दिक्कत था. Half of the way he was vomiting. He was मेरा सांस फूल रहा है. बोला नहीं हम लोग ऐसे नहीं उतार. मतलब कहाँ से उतार? फास्ट ट्रेन में हम. एंड फिर वहां से फोन किया. बहुत अच्छा था मुंबई, बट नेक्स्ट टाइम नहीं आ रहा हूँ मैं. Show him what is our real life. So look at this, I feel ये जब हम लोग बात करते हैं ना need for waste management. अभी I think your city, that is our city, Navi Mumbai is far better. पहला आप वो तुर्बे गांव अभी भी जाओ, अभी भी एनोरा वाले एरिया वो सब ऐसा लगता है कि हम लोग कहाँ तो जंगल में नहीं सर, क्या बोलते हैं नरक लोक में आया है. And people are living there, enjoying their life, full polluted area. And you travel by taxi or cab, half an hour you will get a drowsy like symptoms. And उधर बच्चे लोग खेल रहे हैं, खाना खा रहे हो, पानी पूरी वगैरह सब है. और हमारा एनएमसी का बंदे लोग को देखा है, नो मास्क, नो ग्लव्स, नथिंग. एंड हमको क्या सर इतना बदबू. अरे मेरा कचरा डब्बा उसी में अंदर है, तो तेरा भी बदबू उधर ही चल रहा है. बट व्हाट आर देयर वेरी फ्रीली ऐसा भागते वक्त ऐसे धूम की तरह स्टैंड ले चला कभी कभी तो उधर बैठे बैठे लोग खाना भी खाता रहता है. मतलब बदबू सीधे सर नहीं आ रहा सर. पिछले 4 साल से इसी के साथ हो सर. कहाँ से means you and me are doing what is that life in your school days adjust करके ले. You do adjust. नहीं सर मम्मी और पापा को बोला मुझे एडजस्ट नहीं करने का. फिर अरे रहना ही पड़ेगा कहीं तो कर. Can I not live with my neighbors? Oh sir क्या बोलते हैं आप. So when I say need, it's very simple. आप एग्जाम में इतना ही लिखो. Increasing waste, a major menace. You know what is a menace? Social problem. हम अपना बालकनी क्लीन रख सकता है, पर नेबर का बालकनी देखो सर वो ऐसे ही. वो क्या करता है, वो कल रात को ही कचरा उसका उठा के तुम्हारा घर के बाहर में डाल के वो निकल. Is it? I think now अभी इंडिया का अंदर वो I think dogs का भी केस चल रहा है. High Court has put a big sanction. ये डॉग लेके जाओ पर दूसरे के ऊपर भी छोड़ दो. स्ट्रे डॉग्स के ऊपर केस चल रहा है. तो डॉग एसोसिएशन में मीटिंग होगा तो बोलेगा यार हमारा जिंदगी अभी हाई कोर्ट के ऊपर है ना? हाँ, definitely that. What is that foreign breed? I don't know. Rottweiler, I think. Ah, in Bangalore you go, every house will have one. क्या सर? All foreign breed. और हमारा local breed गरीब की तरह किधर कोने में बैठा रहता. So we are saying कि this need for waste management reflects your country's development. I've never gone to France or never gone to Paris. मेरा 2-3 दोस्त लोग उधर काम कर रहे हैं. बोलते हैं मत आ इधर. धारा लिखे में गंदगी पूरा. हाँ, पेरिस रोड में. फिर हम लोग बोलते हैं आईफिल टावर. क्या ब्यूटीफुल दिखता है. दिन में जाके देखो बोलता है वो ऐसा जंग पकड़ा हुआ तो ऐसा गंदा सा आयरन का टुकड़ा है. रात होते ही वो ग्लिटरिंग लाइट होता है. लव इन पेरिस कुछ नहीं, कचरा है उसको. हाँ, means now slowly and steadily even India is awakening to what? कचरा उलेशन और बदबू. You know Bhopal gas tragedy? What was that? It was a company called UV. What is that? Union Carbide Company of America. मतलब people का जो death हुआ वो तो हुआ. And today also children taking birth mentally and physically mature. वो बंदे जो अमेरिकन था उसके से केस करके गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने पैसा भी लिया. You know how much people got it? 15,000 max. जबकि हाई कोर्ट ने बोला 1.5 लाख देना है उनको. पैसे किधर गए? सर हमारा पॉलिटिशियन है ना. अभी do you think after this 2 days of rain in Mumbai, the third and fourth day Mumbai BMC has learned? नहीं, उधर अभी अलायंस का बात चल रहा है. बीएमसी में हम लोग इलेक्शन में कौन किसके साथ कान खींचेगा या टांग खींचेगा. So you and me have to be safe on our own. I've seen people in the news putting an umbrella and walking on the road. ऐसा टक टक करके मतलब किधर खड्डा है किसी को मालूम नहीं, अंदर गए और बोले कब मिलेगा. मिल जाएगा वर्ली कटर में, कल सुबह तक मिलेगा. So these are the perils you and me are facing through. Now what was the time you might have spent, what is that, Corona is it? How was the days? What was that? Nothing. It was an ordinary respiratory problem. But who gave the power to that disease? All thanks to China. Okay. Now they are putting, you know what? They are making mosquitoes more dangerous than a missile. शायद इंडिया ने ब्रह्मोस डाला पाकिस्तान में. पीपल आर अफ्रेड. चाइना बोले कुछ मत करो. अभी रुको, मैं ब्रह्मोस से भी पावरफुल मस्किटोस भेज रहा हूँ which might create death to a human being. जैसा उन्होंने वो क्या किया कोरोना के ऊपर इंजीनियरिंग किया, whatever you call. Now they are doing research with mosquitoes. So how can you and me से पूछने से आएगा तो perfect. And फिर हमारा कुछ गुड नाइट रिपेलेंट वाला ऐड आता है. कितना करें? So we always believe this waste is a real trouble. So how do you and me reduce it? At least in your own house, tell your parents. कुछ नहीं सर, आधा वेस्ट तो मेरा ही रहता है. इसका रैपर, उसका रेपर, ये खाया मैंने, वो खाया. And what are we doing? Just throwing it up. Okay, so let's finish this answer. What did I say? Need for a major challenge to the growing economies. Second sentence. Its main impact. Second sentence. Its main impact is summed up below. Its main impact is summed up below. Summed up below. Sorry. Point number 1. Easy transmission of diseases. Through mosquitoes. Easy transmission of diseases through mosquitoes. Housefly. Pets. PGS, not pest, huh? Rodents. RODENTS. Second point. Increase in greenhouse effect. Increase in greenhouse effect and global warming. Increase in greenhouse effect and global warming. Next. Use of jet fighter planes. Come on. CFC. I hope everybody knows what is CFC. Don't know, please write chlorofluorocarbons. Chloro is CH, huh? Don't write Cl. What is it? Chlorofluoro. FLURO. Am I correct? Chlorofluorocarbons leading to. Anybody? What is the problem? Ozone layer depletion. Next.
So can you repeat the third point?
Leading to ozone layer increase in the use of jet fighter planes, leading to what did I say? Ozone layer depletion. Next. Increase in the cases of acid rain. Increase in cases of occurrence of acid rain due to which are the two main gases? Sulfur dioxide. Increase in occurrence of acid rain due to sulfur dioxide and nitrogen peroxide, but nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide. इधर है रे सल्फर भी है and nitrogen dioxide, sulfur भी है, sulfur and nitrogen dioxide. Next, huge loss to men and material. Huge loss to men and material in case of recurrence or occurrence. You write occurrence, recurrence of acid rain. Recurrence of acid rain. Change the para. We are writing up the answer. Hence, a sound government policy. A sound नहीं तो strict government. A strict government policy against waste creation, open dumping, against strict policy against waste creation, open dumping, and adding to the existing pollution level. That's it. Please read this answer and check. That's enough of this chapter. For the time being, I'll give one or two questions which you can use your textbooks and volumes and try to solve this for volume for your exercise. Come to your UP volume page number 1 I think 36. I've done all this with you guys. There is one page number 138 में है. We will just read and mark. No need to write also. उधर क्वेश्चन लिख दो. What is composting? जिसके पास वॉल्यूम नहीं है नोटबुक में क्वेश्चन लिख के रखना. No need to write the answer. What is composting? And answer के लिए लिखो UT volume page 138 and 139. This is the only topic which I didn't touch. 138 and 139. Okay, and pointing one person to read for you guys. Every bench is having a volume. Even the textbook will cover it. Okay. So you don't have the volume, is it? I just pass this volume to him. He is reading loudly for the whole class. Onliners, please pick up your volume to page 137. Come on. Hey. Everyone underline that word aerobic method. How do you define the word aerobic? It's the opposite है कुछ. What is it then? In the presence of oxygen, if any waste is decomposed, that is aerobic. Now go ahead.
The process involves decomposition of organic waste into furnace known as compost, which is the
Open bracket. Decomposition of organic substances into humus. Everybody knows, just 1 minute. What is humus? Anybody? What is humus? What is it? What is this organic matter useful for? At least she told me it is organic matter. Yes, it increases the fertility. Please write in your notebook. They'll ask you define humus or humus. In your notebook, everyone write up. What is humus? Or define humus. Define humus. The topmost fertile layer of the soil. It is the topmost fertile layer of the soil which is formed due to decomposition of organic substances, which is formed due to the decomposition of organic substances. One more sentence. Humus enriches the existing fertility. Humus enriches the existing fertility level of the given soil. Existing fertility level of given soil. That's it. Now read.
The composting process produces carbon dioxide and heat which can be used for various purposes like cooking. The organic waste from households are made to undergo decomposition in such a way that bacteria and other microorganisms break them down and produce a dead, green, and soil-like material called compost.
Underline that word, soil-like material called compost. Can you see it is artificial soil? No. Yes. Soil का ही एक part है. It is not something new. Have you seen these earthworms are nowadays let into the farms, or there are some heaps and heaps of soil जो earthworms के साथ ही रहता है. And ये farmers के लिए it's a big help. Go ahead, my dear.
The microorganisms help to stabilize the organic matter.
Ah.
For example, fungi starts working in the first week after dumping of the material.
Okay.
Moisture content is an important factor in aerobic composting. It may be necessary sometimes to add water to maintain moisture content. The first
Keep reading.
mechanical method.
Ah.
In the mechanical process, used in Bengaluru and adopted by other cities. in the
Please underline this. They will ask you what is Bengaluru method. It is also the mechanical method followed in that city.
The waste material is placed in layers about 1 meter deep. The material is not turned at all, but it decomposes completely in about 5 months.
Underline that word. 5 months complete decomposition. What do you mean by turning the soil up and down? In geography, you might have studied geography here. Agriculture, it is called as plowing. है ऊपर का soil नीचे का turning. Go ahead.
This method of composting is known as the Bengaluru method.
Please put a star mark there only. Bengaluru method. They'll ask you what is Bengaluru method of composting. Next.
Manual method. In India, both the manual as well as mechanical methods of composting are used. In the rural areas, layers of vegetable waste and night soil mixtures are done together.
Underline that word. Layers of vegetable. What is this night soil? Yes, correct. Yeah. Nothing but in villages, rural areas. Gen stuffs are very popular, not using our excreta outside the house area. That is night soil. Samjha ki nahi? In one of the movie in South, I don't know whether very few might have observed. Surya ka koi movie hai. This may he pays money to go and use the toilet. And पीछे से जाके एक reporter आती है देखा night soil से हम लोग क्या बना रहे she answer it. तो जो भी बंदा अंदर जाके understood, he pays some money for that. It's true. So that doesn't mean you and me start using open air environment, is it? But we have. You go to the sector 17, there is one sewage plant. Sewage plant मतलब क्या हमारा जो Palm Beach area का जितना भी unwanted substance जाता है, they just clean it, make it as a pure water and pump it back. Not for drinking. That is for the park area. And आप next time कोई park में जाएगा ना तो नीचे लिखा रहेगा देखो, please do not drink क्या recycled water. ये बच्चे लोग को देखा फुटबॉल खेलते हुए स्नान करते हुए पानी पी लिया सर. देखो सीवेज ट्रीटेड वाटर. So be very sure when you are playing or any public park, do not. हमारे एरिया में एक है, but they make a separate one air cooler और filter है. वो पानी पी. That's no. But that one which is pumped to that what is that grass and other thing, do not even touch that water. Why? I don't know how many are here who are spinach people. You know what is spinach? That is spinach, खाने वाला पालक. And normally, if you like, that is iron, rich iron. I've seen you go to that Chembur and other area, na spinach grow करने का, sorry to say, not in this people उधर side में. You know ना पानी क्या रहता है? उधर रेल ट्रैक के बीच में बड़ा गटर का पानी उठा के उसी में मारते रहते. And science has proved if you are eating green leafy vegetables out of that ganda pani, it might backfire you. अरे हमको कैसे मालूम पालक कहाँ से आया है ना? Presumably buy the palak or some green leafy. Normally हम लोग rainfall में ज़्यादा करते हैं. So that time, okay. Second, you try to buy that what is that proper like किसान का वो है ना? 2-3 बड़ा outlet है जिसमें सब्जी बेचते हैं. They bring it good. वरना ये roadside palak and what is that मूली? मूली is other substance I'm running away. Radish. ठीक है? वो ऊपर का वो अलग ही दिखता है. Because all pumped that better water. And sorry to say, these green leafy vegetables grow so quick. मैंने उधर का वो लोगों से बात किया, भैया हम तो पिछले 10 साल से यही पानी यूज कर रहे हैं. तो पब्लिक लेता है, अरे हर रोज बेचता है. कुछ लोग तो रेलवे में से उतर के खड़े रह के पालक बांध के लेके जाते हैं. और उनको मालूम है क्यों गटर का पानी से उठ रहा है. So this is Mumbai. है ना? And sorry to say, I think girls are big fan of this pani puri. Careful. What they are mixing in the pani puri, God only knows. There are some safer steps. See, some elders wearing all this. And I yes up. Mana, क्या मैडम? निकल. फिर उनका वो सर का बाल And ये हमारे लेडीज लोग भैया बहुत अच्छा था और इतना डालो क्या मैडम बहुत अच्छा था पानी डालो पता नहीं कहाँ से उठा के पानी लाए. So avoid at least during this monsoon season. And to be very frank, India is the only country where this safety test they call it zero है. हमारे कभी साउथ में आ जाओ 2 दिन पहले वाला पुराना वड़ा को उसने नया वड़ा बना के उसको दे दिया और कस्टमर ने भी खा लिया. तो वो मैनेजर भाग भाग कहते किधर वो वड़ा मैंने चूहा के लिए रखा था. नहीं वो तो कस्टमर को दे दिया ना उसको कुछ नहीं हुआ नेक्स्ट टाइम ऐसे कर. Look at the amount of irresponsibility. And especially I've seen the hilly regions where I go with my biking friends. Noodles जो हम लोग 5 रुपए या 10 रुपए का पैकेट है 75 रुपीस का एक नूडल्स दिया हमको. मैंने बोला इधर आओ अंकल ये क्या नूडल्स है मैगी नूडल्स है. तो मैं 10 रुपए का हाँ तो इधर 75 मिले. ऐसे क्या आपने सोना डाल दिया उसको कुछ नहीं वो गंदा पानी से बॉईल करके ऐसा करके डाल के दे वाला यार. और मेरा फ्रेंड बोला तेरा टीचिंग हैबिट तो चुपचाप जो मिल रहा है because last 6 hours we are fully drenched and we are riding कुछ नहीं मिले. 75 rupees का वो 5 रुपए का या 10 रुपए whatever you buy and that also you don't get it. मेरा फ्रेंड बोले खाने का तो क्या वरना और कोई कस्टमर लाएगा वो भी नहीं मिले. So better I carry some fruits and आ गया भाई प्रोफेसर अभी कुछ ना कुछ बच गया. So better not to eat and fall sick. अभी ये नीड फॉर वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट में देखो आप अपने घर के एरिया में किसी बनिया या किसी के पास जाओ what kind of food you doing be very sick. Especially some boys are Chinese fans. अपने एरिया का कुत्ता भी संभालो. चिकन सूप में आओ कुछ सूप ना दे दे. चलो carry on.
Layers of vegetable waste and side soil are alternated in a shallow hole dug in the ground.
Underline that word shallow hole. It is not very deep. Dug in the ground. That is this mechanical method, physical method. Go ahead. Manual method, sorry.
The mixture is stirred
Oh,
regularly for about 3 months to provide air to the mixture.
okay.
Then the compost is left for another month without stirring for the process to take effect.
Underline that word without turning. Generally, advantages 5 minutes.
This method of composting is known as the indoor.
Underline that. They will ask you. It is not indoor method. The name of the city. Indoor. I think last time भी मैं बोल रहा था. Many children I remember right in the board exam and coming, and they are saying to me, "Sir, we have written that indoor method very beautifully." मैंने बोला ये कौन सा method होता है? Sir, आपने waste management में सिखाया. बोला अरे बुद्धू, this is this method. हमको क्या मालूम है सर? उन्होंने पूछा same method हम लोग ने indoor method लिख रहा है. All kinds of my own friends are during my school days. I remember telling to one of my friend, what was that? Land of lagoons is Kerala. One of my normally I never utter any words to my friends during exam. So बहुत बार बोल रहा था. I gave this answer to him. You know what did he write the answer in the paper? Understood? What did he made? And ma'am was shouting in front of everybody. वो लड़का क्या बोला? It is not my mistake. Allegation told me. Then ma'am told you give it. Madam, how could I say? I told him lagoons only. ओ भाई सबको जो दिखा उसने लिख दिया. तू क्यों बोला लसून्स? अभी मैं टीचर के सामने बोलता तो she will shout at me. ये तो फिर भी ठीक है. साइंस का एक्सपेरिमेंट का टाइम. I remember there was an experiment in our lab. I think you might be having. I don't know whether it is. है ना? Something like this. Not very exact. Bachelor leaf का था. एक लड़का मेरे से देख के कॉपी मार के मैंगो लीफ का पिक्चर बना के रखा है. And he put my name there. मैंने बोला भाई मैंगो लीफ और ब्रायोफिलम लीफ में बहुत डिफरेंस है. उसने बोला लीफ का एक्चुअली मैं तो डायग्राम बना सबमिट भी करके आ रहा है. इट इज अ बोर्ड एग्जाम. And that person who comes from all the way from Delhi and he's asking me, कैसा student है? Madam would be, ठीक है अच्छा student. Because there we cannot do anything. The examiner comes all the way from. अभी पता नहीं अभी आप लोग स्कूल में कैसा है. The school teachers are not allowed to go nearby the student. And फिर मेरे से पूछ रहे हैं माइक्रोस्कोप को कैसे यूज करने का? मतलब पता नहीं तो. So don't be idly. आप लोग को 20 marks का रहता है ना internals अभी आएगा. And you will be happy to see if your teachers are coming to your side, you are happy. Chalo, finish it. I am reading it. Advantages I am reading, guys. So please mark it whichever. Advantages of composting. Underline the first heading I have already given. Enhances soil nutrients. So what is water retention? Retention के ऊपर लिखो holding. Second point, suppresses plant disease. Suppresses के ऊपर लिखो controls लिखो control. It rejuvenates poor soil. What is the other word for rejuvenate? Increases fertility. Next, it absorbs odors and degrading volatile organic substance. What is odors? The लिखो bad smell. And volatile organic मतलब उधर लिखो poison, poisonous compounds. Last one, it prevents pollution by preventing pollutant, underline, in storm water runoff into water resources. Hey, listen. Now I think that PTM, what I could understand, people were very much not understanding that section A and B. समझ में आया? Even selection of the module समझ में आया? Now what I will say, my lectures officially I will not keep, but still then you have every opportunity, or what do you call it? Anytime you know that WhatsApp through. Plus, if I am not coming, I am 110% sure you will not be opening up geography. At least Thursday के दिन open होता था. Do not throw it out. Throw it out मतलब बाद में कर लेंगे, अभी तो lectures नहीं. Okay, so it was a nice experience with you all guys. God bless you. I'll be coming for my lectures every Thursday here. So you are having any queries during my break or officially you can ask for me. Okay, God bless you. I'll see you.